Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Hello, today on Virtual Regs, we've got an update on the patch notes. The ambassador voting went live. It's happy birthday to Pokerstars VR. We've got updates on all the leaderboards and anything else I can think of.
Four pieces.
Look, I'm a waitress. No, I'm a waitress. Hang on, guys. I'll deliver you some tea. Give me a
Wow,
second.
there,
Let me move
yeah,
it over
come back.
to you. Kind of...
Oh dear.
Wah! Here it comes.
You're fired.
Take
There
it
you
for
go.
Out of here.
I'm not a
That's
very
awesome.
good waitress. I'm not a very good waitress.
So vote for Pretty in Punk. She's doing a great job as a waitress on the Macau table, but could do with an alternative career. There was an update this week with some bug fixes and performance fixes, so things should be running a little bit smoother. The desktop mirror was updated to show the current pot total. This is a huge benefit for people doing streams and making content, and a nice quality of life improvement for everyone else. Hopefully we'll be seeing a lot more added to the desktop mirror as we go forward. More information has been added to the watch, so we can now see progress towards ranks in the game based on how many hands we've played. I think this is a really nice touch as everyone's progressing in the same direction. At the moment, I'm a star. The rake at the uncapped table has now been capped. Previously, due to an error, it was possible to have the rake at 5% of the pot regardless of the pot size. When you've got pots of a couple of 100 million, this can soon turn into a significant chunk of change. Fortunately, it was spotted by Chameleon and it's been fixed. There was absolutely no malice in this, I'm absolutely sure. It was just one of those things that slipped through the cracks. And to be honest, we should have spotted it a bit sooner. So glad that's been fixed. Also added to the watches are the event stats. You can see how many hands you've played since the Ambassador's leaderboard opened in September, I think the 23rd. You can see how many chips you've won. You can see how many leaderboard rings and spinning tops you've won in the qualifying period, each one securing you a ticket for the final draw. How many spin wheel tickets, roll flushes, spin and go top prizes have been won, and how many votes in the popular vote. And you can also see who you currently voted for in the Ambassador race. I'm not 100% convinced that this is working, not least because at the moment I seem to have 0 votes.
Who cares about this stupid election?
Clearly that's a typo, but also because it doesn't seem to be updated when you look at other people's watches. It'd be nice to get some feedback on that and see how that's going.
Voting?
Yes, it's very important, Snuffy. I'll tell you all about it. Come on.
Okay, Bert.
The way this works is you make your vote and then you can change it at any point up to the final deadline. I think what will happen is gradually a couple of candidates will emerge with more votes than everybody else, and if you aren't voting for one of those candidates who's in the lead, then effectively your vote's been wasted. This will likely mean that people will shift their votes to one of those people who have a chance. In political electoral terms, this is known as a single transferable vote system, and it'll be fascinating to see how this plays out in this kind of environment. Of course, when you have elections, when you're asking people to vote for someone and not for someone else, it's inevitable that there will be a little bit of drama, and it's entirely possible that feelings will get hurt. Hope things don't get too messy, and we'll remain friends at the end of this. Happy birthday to you. Happy
Cheers, Marcos.
birthday to you. Happy birthday, Pokerstars VR. Happy birthday to you. And many more. Happy birthday to Pokerstars VR. 1 year this week. We're celebrating with a tournament, and that will be a classic 64-person heads up best of 3 in the final. Looking forward to playing that later today. Everyone in the game has been given a cake, a blue one for those who joined more recently, and a yellow one for the OGs. Based on a few questions with people, I think that an OG is anyone who joined before the end of 2018. I myself joined on 30th of December, so just qualified for a piece of cake.
Cake is great, it's so delicious and moist.
It would appear at the moment that there are infinite yellow cakes available to all the OGs, which means you can have your cake and eat it.
Hip hip. Hooray!
Not produced much content this week, looking to produce some blogs next week, but I do have a special edition of Heads Up for Rolls coming out tomorrow, where I'll be looking at the sit and go players. There's been a lot of discussion about the relative merits of sit and goes and spinner goes and cash games. Bottom line is, play what you enjoy and enjoy what you play. To feature any content provided by anybody on this program. If you've got something you want me to post, please send it to me and I'll be more than happy to do so. Also, if you're a streamer, send me the information about your channel and I'll publicise it on here. This week we're looking at Merciless.
Player is
You are
all
Winward.
in. Boom.
Say again.
You are Winward.
I'm not Winwood.
Player is all
Sure.
in.
No.
Not least because people seem to accuse him of being me because our voices are vaguely similar. Just like to put this rumour to bed once and for all and say I am 100% actually Merciless, and apologies for lying to you all. In the ambassador leaderboards, I finally made it to the top of the cash game leaderboard, peaking at 194 million. There's going to be lots of ups and downs. There's going to be lots of ups and downs before this is done. So we'll see how it goes. 4 people have 3 rings each, not too shabby. Exotic, chaotic, crazy and crazy, and stereo man. So to the popular vote for one of the 10 final seats for the ambassador. At the moment we've got the leaders, Pretty in Pink Punk and Kilroy, on 7 votes each. I hope that by the end of this, the person who wins the vote has maybe 50, 60, 70 votes, because I think that would show a real support from the community and give them a good shot at becoming ambassador from the final 10 video.
Let's get out and vote. Let's make our voices heard.
Remember, it's not real money, but it is a matter of life and death. And the cake is a lie.
Put your freedom to the test. A big fat turd or a stupid douche. Which do you like best?
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
I'm not a very good waitress.
Raise it.
I'm not a very good waitress.